It's about survival. It always has been, even in the simplest of the means. Before we walked the earth to hunt and kill, just to see the sun add its imprint on our brains from the east by the morning. We've come a long way since then. Since the bears and the wolves have stopped searching for the flesh and the meat of the human survivors so they too can see the oranges and the reds of the sunrise. We, us, the human race, we have risen from the caves and the forests and the oceans that have swallowed us whole. We, with our knowledge expanding exponentially from one generation to the next, have taken steps that walk the earth 1,000,000 times around, even to the moon. Yet we have succeeded as a human race knowing that life is still about survival. However, the predators do not consist of the bears and the wolves that kill to survive. They are much worse than that. Among the soil that the human race walks upon, there is a people that struggle to survive because another has declared a superiority over its brother. In the existence of the earth, there will be a child whose lineage has been stained in the blood drawn by whips and chains of slavery. And as the reality of the adult world surrounds him, he will learn himself that there will be chains around his own neck because of the blackness of his skin. And he will learn to survive in hatred. In the existence of the earth, there will be a woman that is born strong and courageous and intelligent, but will be told that because of her biological makeup, her only role is to provide for her family by cleaning and cooking and birthing and obeying the power of her husband, and she will learn to survive in silence. In the existence of the earth, there will be a human being that realizes from the beginning the romantic preferences that are embedded in their soul. Yet from the demands of the others around them, they will be forced into the belief that they are wrong for falling in love with another human being. And they will learn to survive in shame. It's about survival. It always has been, and it always will be. But the motivation to wake up in the morning and be greeted with the fact of life, that has diminished within the night. It has been tens of thousands of years since we struck the beasts of the wild with the weapons that we have sharpened to ensure our survival of another day. And yet, we still use those spears, and we point them at each other's throats, not because it is a matter of survival, but because we are greedy. The human race has progressed and aged beautifully. It has evolutionized across the planet in 1,000,000 different categories, and yet when humanity looks into her own mirror, she is forced to tell herself that she is not beautiful. She is forced to fear herself. By the end of the day, humanity has survived long enough to watch a sunrise in a mural of colors. But in doing so, she has to fight off the predators that crawl into the night, just as she did 10,000 years ago. But it isn't the bears or the wolves that threaten the way of life. So why does humanity have to kill parts of herself to see the sun rise again?
You feel, however, that we're making progress in this country and worldwide?
No. I will never say that progress is being made. If you stick a knife in my back 9 inches and pull it out 6 inches, there's no progress. If you pull it all the way out, that's not progress. The progress is healing the wound that the blow made. And they haven't even begun to pull the knife out, much less try and heal the wound. They won't even admit the knife is there.
You have any